Hello there, thanks for coming by PosterCentral.com's video blog today. I'm Pete Howard, and this is a very early piece of Beatles merchandising done by Capitol Records in January of 1964, even just before they hit the Ed Sullivan Show on February 9th, and of course turned America upside down. As you can see, it's got the four lads jumping in the air, and a big Meet the Beatles across there, and then a picture of the album and the single, I Want to Hold Your Hand, and I saw her standing there. Very cool. That says backed with I saw her standing there. This measures 14 by 20 inches, and it is on cardboard, and it has an Easel-Back, and it's a display. And they're really whipping up fan enthusiasm there under the words Meet the, see all that red print? It mentions the Jack Parr TV show, Time Magazine, Newsweek, the Ed Sullivan Show, which maybe hadn't occurred yet on February 9th, but Sullivan booked them on November 12th of '63, so maybe that was sort of advance word. The Huntley Brinkley News Show, Walter Cronkite Evening News, and Life magazine. All of those happened in November and December of 1963, with a couple of them like Jack Parr showing January 3rd of '64. But anyway, it's really whipping up excitement among consumers at the retail level. This Easel-Back was meant to sit on the counter of record stores and fans probably didn't need too much more excitement, but it was really there to promote and push the records, and it's such a fun piece with the guys jumping in the air like that. And and their images also on the picture sleeve and on the LP cover as well. Now this has been bootlegged rather heavily, as a matter of fact. The Meet the Beatles placard, it is often called, but it is very easy to tell the boots from the real ones. You can always check yours. The bootlegs do not have the easel on the back. Obviously that was too much of an expensive step for just bootleggers to do. And a couple of other easy things to tell. All this print down below, notice it's red here on the real one, and on the bootleg it is in black print. And then finally notice the Beatles shoes blend in with and even cover the red letters of Meet the Beatles, whereas on the bootleg the red letters of Meet the Beatles completely cover and dominate their shoes. So there's three good ways to tell the boot from the original. I don't have a bootleg to show you, but they're they're ubiquitous, they're out there. What I do have to show you is a very close cousin to this. And you'll see here as I hold it up, it looks a lot like that, but it's slightly different. And it's a paper version, but it's not necessarily meant for stores. Here's the framed paper version, Meet the Beatles, and you see it's very similar, but the wording is different in some ways. And here it says, for example, down at the bottom, call your Capitol sales rep today. Well, that sort of tells me it's an industry piece. It's meant for distributors and merchandisers and the managers of record stores and stuff like that. Not necessarily, you're not going to tell customers in your store to call a Capitol sales rep. This is more like whipping up interest, I believe, within the industry. And likewise, interestingly, the Capitol LP and the single both have catalog numbers here, so they can be ordered by the record stores and the managers and the employees, whereas this piece, meant for the countertop, customers don't care what the catalog number is, they just want to know the name of the record and the name of the album, which is what they got. So this having more information, in fact down at the bottom here it does say, as appearing in Billboard and Cashbox. So there's nothing on the other side. Was it meant to be posted back, in the back rooms of record stores, or was it just sent out, in boxes of records as an informative flyer? But it's basically an exact duplication of the two-page trade ad that appeared, as it says, in Billboard magazine and Cashbox magazine. So a couple of nice, sweet cousins, or sisters, you might say. But the big one, I suppose, is the cardboard one with the Easel-Back, meant to sit on a countertop display, which if you were in a record store in early '64, you may very well have seen one. So there you have it. You met the Beatles with this video blog today. Thanks a lot for coming by, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.